guys, this week's episode of Beautiful Bones, Sakura's investigation, or A Corpse is Buried Under Sakura's Feet, it has really made my brain tinker with theories because what we see in this episode, Sakura may have lost her brother in the past, because when our main character Saochiro, he goes to stop the drug addict in this episode from killing Yamanchi, the police officer. She shows fear and screams, "Don't go, Shouchiro!" And then we see a flashback on what I presume is her brother. So I'm having a theory that maybe Shouchiro is actually a creation of her, what's called Sakurako, to cope with her dead brother, and that all we see is inside her head. It is like it's all in her head. We basically see what's inside of her head, because she has created a world inside of her head because she couldn't accept that her brother is dead. So all of the events we see here, they actually takes place within her mind to what's called to try to come to the conclusion that she basically the end conclusion of this is that Shouchiro, he dies, and she accepts it, or dies, he goes away, and she has to accept that he is no longer in her life. Or maybe that's another of my theories. Sakurako is so powerful that she has caused time to stop and basically brought her brother back to life, or maybe some sorcery. I'm not sure. Basically, something that has caused the time to stop flowing, and it's all thanks to Sakurako because she don't want to lose her brother. I really wonder. But until I get the next episode on, I think it's coming out on Tuesday? Thursday, yeah. The Thursday, I'm pretty sure it's coming out there. I cannot narrow down my theory. So yeah, it is really, it has really made my mind sparkle with theories. However, what happens in this episode? This episode is around a little girl called Tomi Tominiga Yuki, or just Yuki because that is her name. The first name is actually her family's. That's the way the Japanese name system is structured. So yeah, she uh, she is found by our main character Shoutro standing out in front of a supermarket. He takes her to the police, which found out because of some blood on her back that there may have been some issues with her. Like there may have been some foul play. So our main character, he does what he thinks is the best and takes her to Sakurako, who, thanks to basically having a fairy, puts her in some clothes so she can see her arm, and she didn't realize that Yuki isn't using her left arm, and that is due to uh, avulsion, uh, uh, avulsion fracture, which is basically if you get your wrist or your hand basically uh, taken to your back, basically, behind your back very fast. You can actually, it's common in, abuse or stuff. So, and it's not terribly painful actually, but it can cause some swallow in the wrist, and that's why Yuki isn't using it. However, they don't know the girl's name yet, and they was actually almost about to give up if it wasn't because of Yuriko, the girl that helped our main character in the start, borrowing the dead cat. She knows the girl because she has been like a what's called volunteer in some childhood home, or not, the child care. Yeah, it's the child care, and therefore they learned that she's called the Tominaga Yuki, which leads them to the house where she lives. And let's say it like this: we found out that the mother, she's dead. I don't know how she died, because I'm not sure if getting a cut here can kill you, because that's from what I can see what killed her. However, it could be that the slash actually was here, and now if it was this way, it's dangerous, because what you see in a lot of movies, that is that they cut this way and commit suicide by cutting what's called the it's called hovedpulsår in Danish, but yeah, the artery. The, but actually, if you do that, it will close itself. However, if you do that, it will not close itself. So yeah, just a little thing to think about, but to never put that into practical use. So yeah, I wonder why she died from that. However, the reason why the mother couldn't escape was that she wouldn't leave her little baby, the brother of Yuki. So she's hid the baby from the drug addict that actually was the main cause of her getting killed. She hid it underneath the floor panel and basically protected it with her body by hiding it that way. So yeah, and I must say that is pretty, because I thought, okay, is this a abusive parent? Because that's what I thought the drug addict was at first, but it turns out that he was just a drug addict, and that's why you can see this also shows how dangerous being addicted to drugs is, because yeah, you're willing to kill people for getting it. And his mind, he was basically out of his mind, because when he stabbed the police officer before entering the house, he said, "I gotta catch the butterflies." And I don't know, or at least I know what those butterflies means, because if you see butterflies, it means that your brain is about to go poof. So he was pretty long. He was pretty very very long out in drug addiction. At least that's how I recall the butterflies, but it's hard to remember because I've done so much study on different stuff in the past. So yeah, but yeah, and as I said already, that we see Sakurako show fear for our main character Saitaro. So I wonder what will come of this, and I'm really looking forward to the next episode of Beautiful Bones, or A Corpse is Buried Underneath Sakurako's Feet. It could actually be a reference to, or it could maybe be like a foreshadowing of Shoutaro basically being buried under that cherry blossom tree, and in that way being underneath her feet. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what will happen, because this series, it's really good. A series that makes my brain explode with all those theories. It's good. So until next time, guys, see ya and have a good day, good night wherever you are. Cheers, people.